And thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Boston Celtics in this one as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at Target Center with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who is out for the evening.
And in the postseason, health always such a big factor. Neither team is at full strength, so there's no excuses. You've got to find a way to advance.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Pritchard and White at the 1 and the 2. And it's Brown in at small forward. And for Minnesota, they've got Jalen Duren, Dante DiVincenzo out there with Edwards. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Avdia in at the 3. You take a look at the Celtics. A whole year of blood, sweat, and tears comes down to this.
This is when the lights are their brightest, BA. The eyes of the whole world fixed upon you. Do you have what it takes to win it all?
Now here's Brown. Porzingis misses. Outside, DiVincenzo goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
High percentage look right off the bat.
And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. Outside White. Back to Tatum. Pass to Brown. And then he throws it down as he goes right over Jalen Duren.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jalen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam capturing the moment. Now here's DiVincenzo. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. Their team's biggest concern tonight, the scoring of Jalen Brown. Coach commenting, quote, Brown has become an elite scorer in this league. Jalen can have huge nights. We know he's going to score, but we have to limit his easy looks, especially early. It's something to watch, BA.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Edwards. It's hauled in by White. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Pass to Tatum. Clock at 6. Porzingis with it. Off target with the 3. Brown against Avdia. And he lobs it up. And the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Now here's White going inside. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Duren. Boston shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. White hits them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Now DiVincenzo, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
McBride, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Boston with the ball. They trail by 1. And here's Brown for 3. Hits the three-pointer. Brown's got 8 points.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jalen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Here's Edwards. And that one drops for him.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Boston has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Porzingis. And here's Brown for 3. Gets rebounded rebounded by Minnesota. They've had a strong postseason showing and have only lost 2 of their games up to this point.
And you know, the effort level has certainly been there. But what's impressed me the most is the adaptability that they've shown facing different matchups and defensive schemes. They've showed great focus and determination in the pursuit of their goal to win a championship.
Now here's Brown. Give him 8. Adebayo grabs the board. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And they double up Adebayo. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Edwards, no good. And White has got the ball here for the Celtics. Outside Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Now here's Avdia, guarded closely. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Avdia has added some strength to the frame, and he puts it to work right there.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Duren, and it's Alexander Walker in for Edwards. 1:19 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Cornet. Back to Horford. Here's Cornet. Fires for 3. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. We're not even in the second half.
McBride attacking to the inside. Here's Adebayo. Banked it in off the glass.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And put it on a platter. Holiday serving it up for his teammate.
The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Adebayo. Outside McBride. Adebayo, a screen on Holiday. Back to Adebayo. It's stolen by Holiday. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. And the basket by Shireman.
Now, this is just a veteran instinct kicking in here. Holiday sensing and finding the man who's open.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of this game. First free throw is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
Boy, guys, when you think of Denny Avdia, great positional size, versatile on both ends of the floor, and he's unafraid of the big stage. Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Here's Alexander Walker. And that's not going to go. It's been all about Jaylen Brown for the Boston Celtics. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And the energy is palpable in this arena. Welcome back to the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Boston.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Drew Holiday. Then there's Luke Cornet, and it's Shireman in at the 2. Boston leading by 5. On the wing, Tatum. Out to Horford. Let's go with a 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Horford's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Payne, pass to Adebayo. And And it's Cornette with a rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Inside, pass to Shireman. The three. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Drives to the hoop and finished off by Adebayo.
Look at the big man move. I love seeing Adebayo attack the basket and be rewarded for it.
Boston's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Reed brings the double. Now here's Holiday. Horford outside. Here's Holiday. Back to Horford. Pass to Shireman. Clock is at 3. 16 feet out. Another one falls for Boston.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Payne, pass to Adebayo. He connects, and now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
That's the spot where Adebayo can do the most damage.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul of the game. Lowry, he's checked in for Payne. The Celtics also with a sub. Walsh is checked in. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Over to the wing. Holiday against Lowry. That three's off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Alexander Walker. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Holiday passes to Cornette. Holiday looking for an opening. 11 feet out. The kick to Tatum from deep. And Tatum drills the 3.
The rise and fire by Jason Tatum. Ready to catch it and score it immediately.
Lowry. That one's good for 2. Lowry's got his first bucket in this one.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And Minnesota with some changes. Denny Obvious checked in for Harris. Anthony Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Lowry. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Cornette. Jaylen Brown comes in for Walsh. Derek White's checked in for Horford. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Here's Pritchard following the score by Minnesota. Porzingis passes to Brown. Oh, look out! JB throwing it down.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside Reed. Brown with the steal. And here's the fast break. And Brown with the stuff.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead. Holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Now here's Edwards. Outside Reed. Back to Edwards. Adebayo, a screen on White. Here's Edwards. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Harris is checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Al Horford's checked in for Jason Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. 3-pointer off the mark.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Outside Edwards. Here is DiVincenzo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now just a 3-point Boston lead.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
White, the pass to Horford. Back to White. Here's Pritchard. It's Brown on the wing. Defended by Apia. Look at Brown. Getting it done inside.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
The crossover. Pass to Reed. softly drops in the floater.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And White has got the ball here for Boston. 3-point lead. Horford, a screen on Edwards. Here's White. Kick out to Brown. Off the mark there with a three.
Started out strong for three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Edwards can't hit. Celtics lead by 3. Pritchard, the pass to Horford. Now Brown. Six on the shot clock. 18 feet out. That shot, no good. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Boston out in front, up by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Welcome, everybody, to our Game 1 coverage. It's a tight one indeed for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Their focus on defense has been inconsistent. Tough to win with lapses at that end.
Yeah, they got to clamp.
Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. They've made it this far. Game 1 of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Bam Adebayo is out there with Jalen Duren. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Avdia in at the 3, small forward. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Adebayo a screen on White. Edwards for 3. Boston pulls it in. White's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Tatum. There goes Tatum, taking it all the way.
We know we're talking about a skilled scorer in these open floor situations. Jason Tatum knows where to be.
Pass to Adebayo. Adebayo a screen on White. The steal. Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Pritchard. Tatum from long range. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Celtics lead by 8. Fires it from 18. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Duren driving in.